Okay guys, this is the last video for the worksheet. This is going to go over number 6 and number 7. And we're actually going to begin here on the graph because I want to point out again, I really want to stress that we're trying to find the intersection point between two different lines. Okay, so here is the graph of the first line, which is negative 2x plus 2y equals 10 from number 6. Now again, we're in number 6. This is negative 2x plus 2y equals 10. So this is the first line here. We have an an x-intercept of negative 5 and a y-intercept of positive 5, okay? And now I'm going to add the second graph, which is negative 3x plus 2y equals 5. So here is that second graph, this blue line here. And it looks like we've got an x-intercept of 2.5 and negative 1.6667. This is repeating. This is the x-intercept. This is the y-intercept of 2.5. I think I said it backwards before. I apologize. And we have the intersection point, and let's see if I can move this up a little bit here. And we have the intersection point right here at 5 comma 10. So yes, we could tell on the graph that it's 5 comma 10. This is the intersection point, but we need to prove this algebraically. We need to be able to show this algebraically. So let's go back into our drawing board. Okay guys, so this video is going to go over number 6 and number 7. So here's number 6. So I've got negative 2x plus 2y equals 10 and negative 3x plus 2y equals 5. So in the last video, we were able to eliminate right away the variables, okay, because the numbers were the same, okay, which they are here. Numbers are the same, numbers are different, so I'm not even going to worry about these x's. The numbers are the same here, but the signs, these signs here, these are also the same. All right, positive and positive. We want to eliminate. We want to be able to get down to a 0y here eventually. So we need to do something to one of these y's in order to get down to 0. Well, if the top is positive, we want to make this here, we want to make this negative. Okay, and I'm just going to go back a little bit here. So we can't just magically make it negative. We're going to have to do something to this equation. We're going to multiply by a negative 1. All right. And the reason why we want to do that, I'm going to come over here. 2y. This 2y, guys, I'm just getting from right over here, just so you know. It'll all make sense in just a second. And this 2y here, I do want to get, eventually, when I get a 0 here, I want this to eliminate. So this needs to be a positive, and this needs to be a negative. All right, so I'm deciding to multiply through by a negative 1. Negative 1 times a positive 2y will give me that negative 2, my negative 2 right here. So I will be able to eliminate. All right, so essentially I'm subtracting this whole bottom equation from the top. So I haven't made a change to the top, so I'm just going to copy this down from before. And then I'm going to multiply this negative 1 throughout the rest of this equation. So I've got a negative 1 times that negative 3x, and that gives me a positive 3x. And we've already said negative 1 times that positive 2y gives me that negative 2y. And then last but least, negative 1 times that negative 5, that's going to give me a negative 5. Okay, so 2y minus 2y, here's my elimination. Negative 2x plus 3x, this is going to give me a positive x. And then 10 minus 5 gives me a 5. And my coefficient of x is 1, so I don't need to do anything else. I have found my first value of x. X equals 5. Am I done? The answer should be no, you are not done. We are not done here because we just found an answer for x. Now we need to find an answer for y. So we're going to plug this x equals 5 back into this equation here. So I'm going to change colors. Let's do the first equation. Negative 2x. Oops. And I already know what x is, so I'm substituting in for x, and plus 2y equals 10. So I got this right here, guys, this line right here from this equation right here. All right, so now I'm going to substitute in that 5. I'm substituting in 5 for x. Then I say negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 plus 2y equals 10. And then I'm just going to solve for y. Add 10 to both sides. 2y equals 20. Okay, negative 10 plus 10 reduces to 0. And then this is multiplication. So to undo multiplication, I divide. And y equals 10. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So I've got my intersection point. All right, so the intersection point, and I'm going to abbreviate here, intersection point is 5, comma 10. And this is correct from the graph that we saw before. Okay, so now we're going to do number 7. Okay, here's number 7, guys. We've got negative 10x minus 10y equals negative 10. And negative 10x plus 6y equals negative 26. All right, so let's look at the coefficients. I've got 10 and 10. They're the same. 10 and 6, they're different, so I'm not even going to worry about this y. I'm going to look at my x's here. I'm going to eliminate my x's. So I've got a negative 10 up top here, and I've also got a negative 10 down here. And to eliminate, I need a negative 10x, and then I need a positive 10x. So I can get that 0 all the way at the end. So I need to change this negative 10x. I'm going to do something. I need to do something to get this positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this whole equation by a negative 1. All right, so a negative 1 times a negative 10x gives me that positive 10x, and that's good. All right, and then that negative 1 times that positive 6y, that's going to give me a negative 6y. Okay, and I'm getting tight on space here. And then negative 1 times that negative 26, that is going to give me a positive 26. All right, and I haven't touched the top row, so I'm just going to simply copy that down. And now, let me scoot this over a little bit. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so now I'm ready to just go ahead and eliminate. Negative 10 plus 10, boom, eliminates. 10y minus 6y, 4y. Negative 10, and this is a positive 26. Negative 10 plus 26, that gives me a positive 16. 4y equals 16, divide by 4, and y equals 4. Okay, so boom, got an answer already. Am I done? Am I done? Your answer should be no. I need to find an x. So what I'm going to do is I am going to choose, I'm going to go with this first equation here just because this negative 26, that seems too big for me to work with. So I'm going to start off at negative 10x minus 10, and because I already have my y, I'm going to substitute in my y here equals negative 10, and y is 4. All right, so I'm substituting in 4 for y. Okay. Negative 10x, I can't do anything with that, but I've got a negative 10 times 4, and this is a negative 40 equals negative 10. Okay, now I'm just going to solve. I'm going to treat this like a regular equation, add 40 to both sides. This gives me 30, reduces down to 0, negative 10x. Just bring that down, guys. And now I'm just going to divide out by negative 10, and x equals negative 3. Okay, so our answer should be our intersection point is negative 3, 4. Okay. All right, so go ahead, start working on 8, 9, and 10. This worksheet is due at the end of the class period. Please raise your hand. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay, take care. Thanks, guys. Bye.